Oh, now it's starting. Yay! Hey, hi guys. It's like 1:30 in the morning. My new friend Pete, the bass player from Lynn, Massachusetts, he's here for the gem show and was playing with us downtown. We had a live set going tonight. I gotta upload all that shit right now because I can't stream it. Thanks to my anti fan club, I can't stream nothing. Boy, what a night! And tomorrow's gonna be more of the same because the family's all coming together for the benefit for Rob, and Debbie Eloy and her family are in town too. She's in hospice with her family out in California, and they all came for this. Um, and it's Gem Show and the Marines, the Marines and all the Air Force. Everybody's got Liberty this weekend. It's fucking wild on 4th Avenue, but real funny energy. Um, I just got the camera running now. I'm gonna leave it running because I got a lot of work to do, and we're just coming in off the street. Pete was working all day. What do you guys sell? Oh, say hello.
Hello.
Here's 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 the cameras right here.
Who are we talking to?
We're talking to whoever watches.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I post this on my channel, YouTube.
Well, I actually don't sell. I am a babysitter. So I am a professional tattoo artist. I'm a street musician.
Damn good one too.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Well, I told you I don't get to play with many people that can lay a group down and hold it.
I don't know. Thank you.
And you saw us all over the, and you guys were doing your thing, but it was all there.
Yeah.
If anybody's really working that crowd, we would have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
If anybody's really paying attention, shaking them people down,
Mm-hmm.
we would have made a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what we need is a couple of people to work the crowd.
Yeah, you know, I'm talent. You know, I'm a terrible salesperson. You know, I'm a get up in your face kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the MC.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be, you know, we had dancing ladies collecting the money, selling nice stuff, convincing people they should give me $40 instead of 20.
Mm-hmm.
You see what kind of stuff we carry.
Mm-hmm.
You know the business. Do you know what I'm carrying around there? And what Mikey was carrying around. Any of those guys. Did you look at what was in the cases?
What was it?
There was about $50,000 worth of shit on the street there. For us. Between the three of us. Between the three of us.
What's in your case? I didn't even look at your case.
Yeah, there's 5 or 10 in mine. Easy. Easy. There's stones in there ain't going nowhere for less than a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
I got opals in there. I want $80 a carat for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, Sudolph $30 a carat, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And dude had aquamarine sitting there that I saw that was worth $300 as it sat, and he had these ruby carvings, ruby and zoisite carvings. One of them was like, oh my god, kind of quality. You know, these are worth $50, $100 to the right party. And this other one's like, that's thousands of dollars of ruby sitting there, pal. I've been in the business 35 years. And my grandfather's the one who turned me on to it when I was a kid. I'm looking at. Yeah, right there on the street with a bunch of drunken fucking Marines. You know, the women were? They were hanging out. They were Air Force wives. Their husbands were over in Qatar working on fucking fighter jets. And they're hanging out. And then did you see the guys hitting on her and shit? And then, oh boy, somebody tried to hit on her, and she just, and then the bass guys saw what was going on, closed in on it, took them away.
The bass guy?
Everybody was on Liberty this weekend. The fucking Marines that got
weird
with me. That was a bunch of
other bass guy.
Yeah. Well, there's Davis Monthan. It's the Air Force base.
Oh yeah.
The Marines are stationed in Yuma. Army's all over the fucking place here. I think the only thing you don't have in this town is Navy.
What's a new song? How do you play Kiss?
How do we play Kiss?
Kiss. How would I do a version of Kiss on the bass? Will you play?
I don't know Kiss's music.
No. Prince.
Prince.
Song Kiss.
Prince's song. I definitely don't know his shit.
You don't like Prince?
He never did it for me. You know, you see what I'm a Chicago kid. I grew up on the streets, man. give me a walking blues beat, and I'll play for 4 days. And I won't repeat anything very often either. You know, just lay it out. I'll just fucking go to town with it. You know, just depending on what come down the street. Dude wanted to hear Stairway to Heaven? Okay, sure. That's what I do. I just need a good crew. You know, by myself, I get what I get. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Boy, tonight was weird though. Strong dose. And I walked right into the cops. Just I'm coming out. I was walking with that sister that Mikey was. Well, you came up late. She'd already gone off. So let's back up to you. You're babysitting for somebody's crew and Barb's lot.
I sleep in Barb's lot sometimes, but they were sleeping on their school bus, but then they've had a hotel room the last few nights. So I've just been sleeping on the school bus. But I've been sleeping on the school bus. They have a really nice like memory foam mattress
Cool.
on there, so it's cool. It's very comfortable.
It's not. I got a futon out back.
Huh?
I got a futon on a frame out back,
Cool.
and we got a board underneath it so you don't get it all in the frame. You know, flat. I don't know how comfortable it is. I haven't slept on it. But nobody seems to complain. And if you want to lay out under the tree, that's cool too. There's plenty of bedding out there.
Yeah, I could definitely smoke some weed.
I'm looking for it right now. I'm going through my
I
purse.
noticed that, that's why I
Hopefully it
said-
lived. Hopefully it survived the night and stayed in the purse.
Mhm.
It's not looking real promising right now. Very unpromising thing here. I don't see the bag. Oh, bummer. It didn't survive the night. Or did it? Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah.
There's even a roach big enough for you to light up while I roll a new one. Pull over closer.
I see, I'm all out of everything. I left my fucking bag. I left my bag. I lost all my shit today.
How do you like it? That's okay. No big deal.
So,
Part that came out of the garbage.
but
Oh no, I think I actually paid for that. That was like $3 at the thrift store. I couldn't leave it there.
yeah.
Well, it was original. You know, it's not print. And it's a local native artist. So I said, fuck that, $3 at the thrift store. It ain't staying there. I'll put it on my own wall. So they got you broke too?
Oh,
Because this ain't the greatest town for a tattoo artist to just show up and start making money because it's oversaturated here.
well, I'm leaving on Monday.
Right.
So that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's biggie. But no, I mean I've had money. It's just
You weren't here for the gem
I
show.
spend it real fast, you know.
Huh?
So just spend it real fast.
You got
I've
bad
been
habits.
here for the whole gem show. I've been here the entire time.
Yeah, but you haven't actually been working the show.
The show? Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Lighter.
Lighter?
No, I have. I've been right over there by the Travel Lodge. They have like a little hippie segment of the show.
Oh, are you over there with Rebate in that crowd?
Oh, you know what you did?
Yeah, I did. I tried to plug into them last year, but I couldn't handle the energy.
Oh, what was going on last year?
Huh? Coke and scotch. It's just not my style. I'm a little pothead. I want to do hard drugs, so you know, dose me.
We all quit drinking.
Are you with Rebate?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
Uh-huh. Well, I tried to plug into them guys last year for a minute. Like one day was all we could stand of each other. And it was mutual. I mean, I was tired of them before they decided they were tired of me. I'm old hippie. I'm a first generation hippie. A hardcore like peace and love person, and you know, don't be imposing your will on me. You know what I mean? We're cool as long as you don't tell me what to do. Ask me and I'll probably do it. Don't tell me. I'm that kind of person. It just was, you know, the whole scene there was just wrong because they're into coke and scotch. I'm into pot and fruit juice.
I was a cocaine and whiskey guy for a while there.
Huh?
I was a cocaine and whiskey guy for a while there.
Well, you see how manic I am. I don't need it. You know, I don't want it. I don't need it. And I gotta watch out for skag, or I got real respect for on that shit, or it'll just suck me right down. You know, I'm a street kid, man. I grew up in fucking Chicago, downtown Chicago streets.
My goal is to. My goal.
What'd you do with that roach?
Oh, I smoked it.
All gone?
Yeah.
Where'd you put it? Totally dead?
Yeah.
Because that's tobacco. This is where the pot.
Could we roll like a spliff with some tobacco in it?
No, absolutely not. I can't smoke that.
You know,
I can't smoke that way.
you smoke tobacco though?
I smoke them separate. I don't smoke them together. My lungs can't handle that. It gets them confused. So they do two opposite things. The nicotine is trying to close your arteries down, and the THC is trying to open them up. You know, it's vasoconstrictor and vasodilator, and it's just my lungs are just like, no, fuck you. It doesn't even tolerate that. I mean, if you want, I'll give you some to roll with tobacco and you smoke it yourself.
Cool. Okay.
You know, you can do that. I'll just smoke my own
I'll
joint.
give you a little puff of tobacco.
Yeah, if you wanna make a split, go ahead. I mean, I don't have much. This has got to get me through tomorrow.
And
I'm
gonna give you some weed tomorrow. I'm gonna take some of Rebate's weed and give it to you.
Oh, that's kind.
Well, it's kind, but it's also funny.
I don't even know if he remembers me
Oh,
because it was only like a
Oh, I'm
a
sure.
1 day thing. You know, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. I'm out of here.
I'm sure.
I was ready to go when he asked me to, pretty much.
They actually asked you to
Well, I
go.
forget exactly how it went down. It's just like, no, this ain't working. In my own head, I knew it wasn't working. And then the coke and scotch started.
What was it that you were doing for him?
I wasn't doing anything for him. I was renting some space for my shit.
Oh, you had a booth.
I didn't have a booth. I just took a little table space from him.
Oh, and you had some of your crystals on his table.
Not some of. I had my shit, and it's not just crystals. I cut stone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I got cutting and polishing tools. I sit there and show with. I do custom work right there on the spot if I can.
Oh, I think I do.
I'm Tommy Tudor. You were there last year with him, weren't you?
Well, I was just there last year.
Yeah, there was just I forget who it was. You know, what's his name? The Charlie Feldspar was around. Rebate's old lady. There's some old guy that had a bunch of really nice specimens, and Rebate. And I was taking a little table off to the side, and it just wasn't working. The people were not my kind of people. And I was just, you know, I've just been coming out in the last few years. And, you know, so I'm adjusting to myself. And these people are not like really seeing me as me. They're seeing a guy. And I can't deal with that anymore. I just, no, that's not me. You don't want me to be Tom. Tom's no fun. I'm Tommy. And I'm not male or female. I'm Tommy. Okay? Male and female doesn't mean a fucking thing until you're going to get naked with me and we're going to try and reproduce. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm Tommy. You know, it's male and female is stupid. It's only about reproduction. I'm Tommy. I can't emotionally never have been able to like be a proper macho man. I just never could do it. I baked my way through the first 60 years of my life. I'm good now. I'm happy now. I'm in a good place. I'm surrounded by a family of friends for the first time in many, many years. Closer than any that I've ever been with. And I've been part of the hippie scene since the 60s now. happier than I've ever been because I can be me. Now all I need to do is get laid. It's been way too long for that. 25 years.
So you're looking. Oh, so you're looking for a man?
Well, he's got to have a vagina.
You're looking for a man with a vagina.
I mean, with a penis. I need a man with a vagina. I mean, I was settled for early diet. But I'm heterosexual. I have a penis, but I have the emotions of a female. So I need somebody who's heterosexual and has the emotions of a male, but has the plumbing of a female. Tracking with me? Making sense?
Yeah.
Some people are just born cross-wired. It's the way it is. It's always been this way. So, you know, it's the society that stigmatizes it as wrong. Most indigenous cultures hold the transgender people in high esteem. It's the shamans. It's the trannies. It's fucking weird, man. You're one of the healers, usually. But in Western Judeo-Christian imperialist culture, they needed to separate the breeding stock because they were, you know, they needed to control the breeding stock because they were separated for so long by foreign military exploits. That's what that's all about. That's all it's about. Indigenous culture, fucking lions and bonobos, chimps, simply, they have same-sex marriages. You know, male lions, female lions will pair bond. You know, it's 1,500 species are known to have homosexual behaviors. It's natural. I mean, it's not typical, but it's natural. It's not something to stigmatize. And only Judeo-Christian colonialist culture does that. And it's all about the us versus them shit. It's like them trying to control us when we, as individuals, should be in control of ourselves, and how we interact with others should be a matter of consent between us, no imposing of will on the other. No, that's all this pure conditioning and shit. That's fucking bullshit.
So, really. There is interspecies love already. Because we take pets and grow plants. So there are certain species that we prefer having around us for their smell or their touch or whatever.
Symbiosis. And there's different levels of it, from predation and parasitism all the way up to codependent mutualism, where like the coral and the algae can't survive without each other.
That's beautiful.
And that's, you know, that's what the rainbow hippies have always been about. So I call hippies acting like Hopi. That, you know, are you hip to John Trudell? You ever heard of him?
I've heard of them.
Major voice, Native American activist. He was the guy that was spokesperson for the Alcatraz occupation in 1969. He's an artist. Jesse Ed Davis, both musicians. Trudell did a lot of word jazz, and Jesse backed up just about everybody. And he had his own stuff that he did too. You know, you find him on Joni Mitchell and Bob Dylan, people like that. You know, you look at the credits on the album, you'll see Jesse Ed Davis' name.
Will you help me?
Huh?
Will you help me?
Will I what?
Will you help me?
What do you need?
I need to confess my sins.
I'm not Catholic. We don't do that. It's between, I mean, you don't want to do it the camera running, do you?
No.
No. We don't do it. You know, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm born to the clan Kohen, which is the sons of Aaron, for the clan Gershon, which is the son of Moses. And these hands haven't killed anybody in hundreds of generations. These hands are the ones that wrote the law down. I have an obligation to my ancestors to uphold. We don't play it like that. It's, you know, it's between, you know, you and the mother. The mother holds my feet to the ground, and the father has my heart in his hand, and his big toe pointing right fucking cracking my ass. That's how I lived my whole life. Mama hold me down. Daddy got me by the heart, make sure I don't do the right thing at the wrong time. I don't hear voices, none of it. It's all, it either feels good or it feels bad. Always. The voices are, I see people, people manifest in my inside my head, talk to me, yeah, but I don't hear voices. The mother holds my feet to the ground and the father's holding my heart. And it either feels good or it feels bad. Yes or no, true or false, that's all I get out of that. But my ancestors, and I traveled the astral planes, there's all kinds of beings out there. I've met Satan face to face.
That's a vibe.
Haven't we all? It's like, John, they're like team captains. They're not enemies. One of them rules a garden planet, and the other one rules a volcanic planet. That's where that's at. And they're pals. It's the team captains. It's like, take your pick, man. The Book of Job. You ever read the Book of Job? You familiar with that story?
No.
That's the oldest book in the Bible. The oldest canonized work. And the story of Job goes where Job was a wealthy man with a big family and a lot of property and plots and everything. And here comes Lucifer, gonna, challenge God. And it's like, say, hey, well, yeah, sure, he loves you, but look at what he's got. What if you take that away from him? And God let him do it. Fuck with Job. Just constant fucking with Job. Killing his kids, taking his shit away, bankrupting everything. Just the trials and tribulations of human. This is what the story of Job is about. It's like, yes, you're here to get fucked with by God and the devil for their entertainment. That's what it's all about. And so, we're immortal beings. We're immortal energy creatures that reside in mortal flesh momentarily. Okay? That's where it's at. And where are you going from here? That's what it's all about. It's like, okay, well, here you got this vessel. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to improve it in the material plane? Why should we let you advance in the metaphysical plane if you can't handle being righteous in the material world? Is what the Book of Job is all about. And if you look at it, it's like, God and the devil are constantly testing us as to whether we're going to live according to the doctrine of love or fuck it. Which you prefer? Are you going to live according to, are you going to treat everything the way you want to be treated, or fuck it, you don't care? Is what the choice comes down to. Always has been. You're either going to live life, loving living, being part of the oneness of creation, or you're going to follow the what the Jews call it, Yetzer Hara, the evil inclinations of the other side. It's Yetzer Hara, the Sitra Achra. It's the evil inclinations of the other side. And it's just, it's you. That one voice that you can always trust is you talking to yourself from the future, guiding you into where you are then. We're living our parents' nightmares, right? 50 years ago, your parents were dreaming about looking out of your eyes now. And that's the spirit follows the flesh through the world. So you raised Catholic? Yeah. Yeah. My neighborhood was one of the melting pot neighborhoods. We were in the Reformed. We had everything, all the different denominations. There was a Buddhist temple even. And the Native American Center was right down, in the next neighborhood over. It was just that kind of a melting pot. And boy, that Catholic stuff was pretty strange. You probably spared a lot of it. It probably changed a lot between my generation and yours. It's like, man, nuns, holy shit. Some of the shit they did to them kids, do they still do it when you were growing up?
What?
Oh, beating on the kids. Just always harshing on the kids, slapping and beating them with the rulers and stuff. Just hitting them in class when they got out the least bit out of hand. There was one fourth grade teacher who had a notorious for, she belt the kids, knock them right over, just right out of their seats. Bam! And then there's the pedophile priests that we didn't. The Jews too. The Orthodox Jews are doing it too. They're getting caught in Brooklyn. The Orthodox guys playing to fucking the kids and covering it up, just like the Catholic Church does.
Well, that's because they're unnaturally denying themselves, so they're ending up doing the natural thing in a creepy way. Because, you know, they're obeying like their instincts, you know, their physical needs. You know, they're denying themselves their natural.
They deny their instincts to
Yeah.
adapt to the industrial
They
fascist
try.
way
They
of life.
attempt to deny them.
You have to. You know, it hurts me to be mean to somebody. It hurts me to get violent with people. Something's wrong there for people that enjoy doing that shit, and there's something wrong with people that like being treated like shit. That's mass psychosis. You know, there's all this sadomasochism in the society, and people going out of their way to be assholes just so that people would treat them like dirt. You see how that Marine was. He wanted a piece of me. I was a man in a skirt. He needed a piece of me bad. You see how his brothers had to haul him away? Several times. Several fucking times they had to drag that guy down. He wanted a piece of me so bad. Just looking at him. Just from looking at him. He wanted to kill me. I'm fucked hard. I'm fucked hard. I need to be beat down. They had to haul him, they had to drag him away. I had to take off, go let the cop know that there was a Marine getting restrained by his buddies that wanted a piece of me. And just from looking at me, it was just from looking at me. I wasn't even talking to him when he decided to start go off on me. I was talking to Franklin, the brother with the dog. I was talking to him, and the guy's going off on me. It was a weird scene with all them. There was those women were Air Force wives, and their husbands were 8,000 miles away. And there was just a funny energy tonight. There was not much joy on the street. Nobody seemed very happy tonight. Everybody's all.
Yeah, that's, you know, Tucson's a weird crowd.
Well, partly because it doesn't like to think of itself as weird. Tucson thinks of itself as kind, embraces diversity, celebrates the diversity, and it's kind to people, no matter what. I mean, there was a big ass drag queen coming down the street earlier tonight. Nobody paid any attention. Being just sashing her ass down the street, bold as shit. In a lot of places, that you do that in Kentucky and you're gonna get beat up. Okay, Tucson, nobody even notices. They keep it. You don't like gays, you don't like trans people. You keep it to yourself in this town because they'll jump in on you. Bystanders are going to stand up for the queers if you jump in on. There's no queer neighborhood. There's no queer bars, man. The bars are all integrated. Gays and straights hang out together in this town. You don't like it, you just keep your mouth shut and go somewhere else. That's the way it works here. Half the clubs were owned by queers downtown. It was Queer Money rebuilt downtown. They just installed a rainbow crosswalk over there at 6th and 4th. Big Rudy Woo for that.
A rainbow crosswalk.
Yeah, the diversity crosswalk.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we doing some water over here, though.
The kitchen is there. Food, I'm not sure what even is available. I'll give you the tour. I need to upload a bunch of fucking videos. Is what I need to do. What the, I think this one's got more important things to do first.
Oh, man.
So it's one of the small world gem show worlds. He's best friends with the guy that I couldn't get along with last year at the show because it just wasn't working. I'm a pothead and he was a cokehead. Yeah. Yeah, you were probably the cat that was there early in the morning for him. You know, when he wasn't there. So when there was somebody that was like the dog in the booth. Somebody was watching it overnight.
Yeah, that was the year before last, though.
This was,
I did that job the year before last.
well, this was last year I met those guys. I tried to plug in with them and it didn't work. And I was over there this year and I don't know, Rebate looked straight at me. I don't know if you recognize me or not. But it don't matter. I'm home team. I got nothing against anybody. He's a nice enough guy. There was no bad feelings. It just, his head wasn't where mine was. No biggie. It wasn't working for anybody, actually. There wasn't fucking hardly any money at all moving. And he was having to cut his throat on everything he sold. And he got nowhere near what he was wanting.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool. His old lady was nice. I mean,
Yeah, she's cool.
she was cool and a really cool kid. He was a little bit, the kid was a little bit of a handful.
He is my.
How old is he? 3 now? Yeah, he was just getting to that communicative stage. You know, able to communicate what he wanted to more than just his mother. So you're pretty much here to watch him when they're working? Or your main thing being here with them, or you just his pal and along for the ride more than anything else?
Pretty much.
Right. That's cool. So I'm really happy. This is a big treat for me. I mean, I rarely get to get down with anybody that's really can hold it down and not be redundant. You know, not be boring as fuck and hold it down.
Yeah. The beat, it just like, it flows within me. Like once I'm on it, it's like, it's going in me. And then like, whatever else I do.
You've been playing on the street a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just get in tune with the way the traffic's moving, man, and play with it. And it's just always changing. You know, it's just never get bored. Even with myself, I'll sit down there in the tunnel, just bounce shit off the walls all night.
So you think I'm pretty good?
Huh?
You think I'm pretty good?
Yeah. Yeah. You ever listen to Jaco Pastorius?
Yeah, let's play some Jocko.
Yeah, let's play some Jaco, because I was seeing you, you're slapping and shit like he does. I like that a lot. I like a slapper, because I can jump all over it with the flute. I do the locomotive breath.
I just figured out on the street today. I was figuring it out.
Huh?
People play them, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Well, you were laying on a nice bass line for me to just go all over the place with.
It took me a second.
Huh?
It took me a second. Yeah, something for that one. For a minute, I was like riding the route, but I'll just ride the route until it just starts happening. So
I just
that's the thing too. If I just ride the route, it'll start happening. I'll make a mistake, and all of a sudden, like the mistake will.
all you gotta do is hit that flat fifth and turn it around. Just
something. Yeah.
Ride the route, cycle of fifths, hit that blue note every now and then, hit a funky seventh and a ninth here and there. Otherwise, just ride the triads. Just ride the triads. Keep turning them around, twisting them, syncopating them, just bounce them off the walls, bounce them off of people. Yeah, seeing you doing it, and the more you did it, and Franklin's real good. And both of you, everybody was just like feeling each other. And the crowd too. I mean, it's like I was really feeling well connected between everybody. That's actually really sweet with the ladies. Hopefully they'll, I've been living under the radar. They kicked me to the curb in 1982. I took a bullet in 1987 for something I wrote that they didn't want to see in public. And I was able to buy a motorhome with a retro check from Special Seas Initiative. You know what Special Seas Initiative? In Reagan years, it was like, just pay these people off, put them on drugs, and throw them in the street. The Special Season, SSI. The Special Season Initiative. You're totally fucking unemployable for some reason or another. They give you a little check and say, get the fuck out of here, go take drugs. And they did that to me in 1987. They refused to give me a physical disability when I got shot in the back, and they sliced me open here, and this took a long time to heal. When they cut you open here, that takes a long time to heal. And they wouldn't give me disability except they wanted to knock me off. Okay, so I created real things. I get X number of dollars from the government, and I paid my overhead with it, or kept my vehicle on the road with it, and invested in inventory and musical instruments, and hustled up, I doubled my money every month just by hustling it, instead of shooting up my arm like everybody else was doing. And here I am. This is real things. This is the hippie haven. Fucking cops love and hate me. It depends. I can't call them for anything. They won't come. Internet shit. That I'm gonna have to go to court over. There was a trespasser here the other night that they totally threw off the call. I'm gonna have to go to court about that. That's just intolerable. Guy was getting aggressive with both me and guests. I had an event here that night. Guy sitting in the parking lot being real sketchy. And when anybody tried to talk to him, he'd get even more sketchy. Real passive aggressive kind of guy. And then when I called him, he was getting real aggressive, and it's like, no, man, I'm gonna call the cops. And then it's like, oh well, I'm with your new neighbor, and I work for the management company. Well, I don't know that. All I see is an aggressive dude, so I called the cops, and they didn't come because I'm transgender and therefore mentally ill, and therefore fuck any call that comes from here because it's a nut. Just don't pay any attention to the nut call. I got what they call a tar wrangler. This one detective, I'm talking to him last week. It's like, look, man. Actually, no, I didn't. I wasn't talking to him. That's right. I haven't gotten him on the phone over this one yet. It's like I sent it in an email because my horn got burgled, and they wouldn't even take the report, the burglary report. I had to go through a mental health unit to get to take the burglary report because I got all this internet harassment coming at me. You know, I'm a public figure and poor. You know, it's like being famous and poor on the internet. Can you dig that? I got absolutely no protection from, you know, you got to pay your way out of the kind of shit these people put you into. There's no way out of it except to get court orders. No way to get it to stop. And even with court orders, there's no guarantee you can get it to stop. You got to actually take these people into custody somehow. And that's nearly impossible because of fucking signing on from everywhere behind 16 proxies. So it's time, you know, after the show. I mean, they really, really hurt me this year because I wasn't able to post anywhere because of them, and because I couldn't post anywhere, I couldn't advertise my show, and we got almost no traffic because I couldn't advertise because my anti-fan club had me shut down everywhere, and the cops are non-responsive, so I got to go to court. I'm the cops and websites for hosting it. I'm not going after people doing it. I'm asking the court to open a criminal investigation on that. And they're impersonating me. That's a fucking felony. They give me blocked everywhere for bullshit. They're just, and it's all the robots. What they do is they game report, and it just trips the algorithm, and I get blocked for a month. And there's no appeal. It's like, fuck you. So I got to sit out a month, and I couldn't advertise the show. It hurt. I'm barely getting out with my skin. Barely getting out with my skin. Well, I just made it to where I only owe my partner the advance, but she's kind of supposedly a working partner and investor anyway. So I promised her she wasn't going to eat anything. So I'm still $250 in the hole to her, and it's going to take $200 more to get my fucking horn replaced. So what I'm looking at. I ain't going to make $450 tomorrow. I just barely got it to where I covered my rent, and I covered my rent here and down there. But it's okay. I'm happy, and I got good shit, and eventually somebody's giving me money. I don't care. The rocks don't melt. They're not going to go bad. And the more I work on them, the more they're worth. So, you know, your pal is just like buying and selling, right? I'm adding value. I mean, you know what he does?
I'm sorry.
I say rebates, just trader.
Yeah.
I'm adding value to the stone as it comes through my hands.
Yeah.
Big difference. And for me especially, because I'm addressing it as medicine stone. You know, I'm looking for the people that want it for energy, the people that want it for a reason, not just an ornament.
You're what they call a transcendental.
Okay. I guess that was some 60s shit, Maharishi and all that stuff. It's a street kid. And if it felt good, it felt good. If it felt bad, it felt bad. Okay? And let's not fight about it. You know, what's good for you is not good for me, so see you later. And these trolls don't understand that because they don't live in a real world. They're never face to face with people, and actually feeling how people are reacting to what they're saying to them. They're just looking at a screen. There's no nonverbal communication between them. It's just the words. It doesn't work. It's not real. It's not reality. It's a digital construct. You need some water? What's this? You want something in it, like some sugar, and you want some? You probably could use some like
Coffee.
You want coffee? You're on your own to make it. Well, here, let me give you the tour. It's like, this is a self-service place. You know, I mean, I have no trouble taking care of myself. Here's the kitchen. There's nothing in the house right now that has anybody's name on it. Oh yeah, salad fixings. It's not. It's in bar time. It's barely 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's not even 2:30 yet. So anyway, here's the trick. If you're gonna sleep inside, it has to be in here. Because I'm gonna be in here until I go to bed, which might not ever happen. If you want outside, you have 2 options. You got plenty of bedding. Huh? There's plenty of bedding. There's an olive tree to lay under, and there's a big one. I have to upload all the video I took tonight.
That's all video last night.
Huh?
You see the video last night?
Yeah, that's what I'm uploading right now. So I want to see what, because the camera kept cutting in and out. I don't know how long. It's several clips. Let's find that. I'm still looking for shit. Why didn't you find it? I need water.
Oh yeah.
And you see where the coffee is?
No.
I'll show you here. I'll show you what's happening. Kitchen organization is like Drix Vader. Here's stuff that's like water. Basket for 300 stuff. And then like staples up here, down there. The only thing that I care about is my big car and the ice cream. Good deal. I'm queen of the castle, and I like self-starting people. Excuse me. I'm trying to get through here. You got to a little smooth with your instrument. What the fuck is going on here with that? That was a good number. This is a magic number for tonight for sure.
22.
Huh?
It's tattooed on my toes, literally.
Yeah, that's a good number. Somebody did my numbers one time, and I come out some kind of double 22 somewhere that they were all weird about. So, it's not okay. No thanks. You know, my rabbi used to tell us, "Well, you got, you know, we're God's eyes and ears and nose and mouth." I think I have tobacco that's smoked.
I don't know. What time is it?
Norwegian shag. I don't have a whole lot,
Oh, yeah.
but I got more than none. That's empty. thing with the weed. I don't have a whole lot, but I don't have more than none.
That's good.
Boy, that's just some good shit in town.
I know.
Spin.
Can I have just a little pitch this?
Huh?
Just a little pitch
Knock yourself out. Like I said, if it don't got nobody's name on it, don't even ask me. So if you can see it and you can reach it, use it. I had an aunt who had all sorts of really cool knickknacks, right? She lived like right across the street from Paul Newman kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And she had all these cool knickknacks. You couldn't even go in her house and look at something and admire it. Or she'd take it off the fucking shelf and hand it to you and insist that you took it home. Now what the hell is going on that's still looking for shit? Let's just close a bunch of stuff down. Like, what do we not need here? Let's get rid of everything. Sudden trans kid trend, I don't need to read that. None of this looks important. Let's just close the whole fucking browser. Goodbye, good night. Well, let's see what's going on Facebook first. I'm sure there's nothing. No, there is something I need to attend to. You heard of Brother Little Pete? You heard the rapper kid that died right here in town in November? OD'd on Xanax and fentanyl? He's one of my best friend's grandkids. So there's this, he was given, before it happened, when he went out on tour, she was all worried about the industry eating him alive, and it did. So I gotta let all these people in his group make sure none of them are like scary looking. But I didn't even know what scary looked, because here's this kid that's like, hero to the emo crowd. Emo goth scene, I don't know nothing about it. I just gotta let all these people in his group. They want to see this. The people that gave him the shit go to jail. She wants to be my friend. Oh, Steven. What's Steven? Oh my.
Can I call my mother?
Huh?
Can I use your phone and call my mother?
Maybe. Let's just see what's going on as far as the uploads. I'll go. So Stephen Dunning has decided to come back into the fold. He's an interesting fellow I met in an airport.
So what's your political controversy?
Huh?
What's your political controversy?
Oh, it's old 60s radical, man. You playing monkey in the middle.
What is this about? Why are you on camera right now?
What?
Why are you on camera?
Oh, because I record the shit. It's my video diary.
Recorded,
yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm blowing into it, it's just running. I'm talking to you, not the camera.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
No, this is my video diaries.
What you're up to?
No, hopefully, one day I'll go back and I'll clip shit out. Especially like music.
Are you good at editing the video?
Not really, but my partner is. Okay. Ariana's good at it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, what we're doing, we're close the browser. Something's hung up here. Let's go see what's going on inside the computer. If I can look into the phone just without waiting for Windows to figure it out.
So, I really like what you're doing here. I really like you.
Thank you.
And,
oh, well, there's the problem right there. Phone's a little jam up. This is what we got in here. Whole mess of videos. That's the image videos. What do we got here? That's only 2 seconds long. What is happening here? Yeah, real things started out in Venice Beach in a hardware engineer's apartment. He had a little desktop computer that was connected to the network that he was working on projects from. They were doing the Bank of America installation. He was doing the fiber optic engineering for it, and they were working on the project from the house. And this is pretty much, you know, the hippie indie music and arts thing. What I am and my partners through the years have been, we're just one minor player in that whole scene. We've been, you know, the hippie indie festy thing built on the internet. I know people have been on the internet since the early 80s. And my family's been in the electrical and electronic engineering for over 100 years. I grew up with shit in my hands. Oh, this isn't a very big one. This is the big one right here. These are all small. They're all pretty small. Here's a big one right here. Yeah, see, that's nothing. Let's just delete that one. Yeah, see, the camera's just me. Yeah, that's me. Yes, this is what I'm doing right now. And then I go on like a dumbass. I posted it YouTube, and all these trolls and sociopaths get hold of it, and there's people getting paid to fuck with me, and they get hold of it and just like go out of where just tear it up, ridicule me and shit. What do I care? Yeah, I'm Tommy Tudor. I have my following. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I have my family, friends, and we have our customers. We have our audience. Fuck you. You don't like it? Go do your own thing. Leave us alone. This one's got some weight to it. This is 13 minutes. I don't want to copy it. Oh, I guess it's got to copy it up onto the machine. Yeah, fuck this OneDrive shit. Fuck you, Microsoft, and your cloud. Eat shit. I got a terabyte storage myself. Fuck you. And it's only $50 more for another terabyte, which is ridiculous. It's totally insane if you know the evolution of the industry. I've been building these things since like the 80s. Just that it could move this big a file that quickly. It's unheard of 20 years ago. Come on, just open the bitch up. Once you fucking play it, why do you have to copy it? Let's just open it. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if I can get the media player to reach in there and get it. It's wanting to copy it up onto the system drive first before it'll play it. To begin, no, we're gonna go search something. Bitch. Oh, there we go.
Okay, well now we're live. Yeah, it was more than I wasn't recording before. Now we're live.
You weren't here yet.
Okay. We're out here. This is it. We're at ninth and 4th in front of a
Yeah, you weren't there yet. I don't know if you came up during this or not.
Street Station. Front of O'Malley's parking lot.
So you're just getting situated. Now I was like on a big freak out earlier because I don't even want to go into the story. It was just totally ridiculous. Well, we ran the kid off. 2 spots.
Either way,
There's kids from out of the hood, and he's a thug. He's thugged me. You thugged me out of the
Live,
tunnel.
hide
Just
or
I don't
wave.
even want to go into it.
Come on, this is live. Say something. This is live. This is live. Hide or wave. No, I handed it back to you.
Mikey,
I am with the
everybody's
lighter.
tripping their balls off tonight. It's totally nuts. You run around with thousands of dollars worth of
Yeah,
shit,
this is live.
tripping
Smile or
balls
hide.
in a crowd.
Live. Smile or hide. Smile or hide. This is live. Smile or hide. Smile or hide.
But I really
That's
just.
the greatest.
Is this when you
Alright,
came up?
smile or hide. This is live. Smile or hide. This is live. America's least
No, we were
talented
set up there, and I noticed you had set up over by where I
This is
usually set up,
America's least talented on the
and
air.
I came up to you while you were playing.
You're live. This is the live set of
Have you
America's
set up there
least
yet? This is
talented.
where you were. You see that? That thing?
I was not aware of that.
You were right there. Is where we found you. We were over here. See it? That. That's where you were.
Nice. Mikey here is doing exactly what I was doing 30 years ago. Running around trying to have a good time and wasting all his resources on people that don't deserve it. Who is? You. Yeah. Just stay away from rainbow gathering. From me? Yeah. I don't go to rainbow gathering. Why? I mean, fine. That kid earlier, he was like, "You going to rainbow gathering?" Yeah. I was like, "Dude, I don't even like fucking hippies." Well, no, that's the hot tip. The hot tip is like, there's a certain kind of person, you can call it a hippie, whatever, is like, wherever you go, there you are, right? And you're surrounded with those kind of people. You're fucking good. I'll be out here. Okay, this is a live set of America's Least Talented. Come on, you're on the set of America's Least Talented. Suck a dick. Hey, man, you haven't got enough money to make. You pay me, I'll suck your dick. $1,000. $1,000. Be glad to suck you up, pal.
I was in
gotta
bad
fucking-
form
I
tonight.
gotta go. I actually employ people, Bozo. Get a job. Suck my dick.
Why should I take a pay cut?
Why should I take a pay cut? Tell me get a job. Why should I take a pay cut? I don't let people talk shit. Yeah, why should I take a pay cut?
And enslave myself to some asshole. I learned that one. They kicked me to the curb in 1982. Reagan dried up the money that I was feeding on.
Go for what you know.
National Institute of Health wasn't as important as Star Wars, right? This is like right when you were about being a little in diapers. This happened to me, and I got dumped in the street in Venice Beach, and I was hoping to get back out. I just kept trying to get back out, and then let's keep kicking it back down in it. And I just finally fuck it. Just went with the counterculture and that I felt comfortable with, the Woodstock notion.
This is America's least
Peace, love, and
talented.
music, man.
You're on a live set of America's least
Whatever you
talented.
are, it's good.
Like to do an
Just
act-
be nice and you're
This is
cool.
live broadcast of America's least talented. Least talented. The least talented people in America. Right here, this is live set. Do your act.
I have to do that a lot out there. That's good. That's a good act, I think. I mean, that's gonna work for me, even on solo. I'll be able to shake him
This
down
skill,
there.
man. Tommy's on outrageous mode. So don't worry about it. It's all gonna come at me and bounce off. And hopefully a lot of money will fall in my hat that I'll split with everybody. So far there's $1 I brought in.
I got another $1 for playing
Oh sure.
Stairway to Heaven off the top of my head from Cole. I haven't played in years. I had a $20 bill earlier for selling something. So.
Miles work. You are on the set of America's Least Talented. Oh man. This is the live broadcast. Yeah, thank you. Right in the there's the tip jar. I'm using a credit card. I can take a credit card. I mean, if you want to purchase something, I can take a credit card right here. Oh, that's an opal that used to be a squid.
You got the act, man. You just gotta have the right crew.
Now, where else can you
That's what
find
it
opal
takes.
that used
I mean, I get the people there. Somebody got clothes on, clean their wallets out. This is good. I just, when I'm on my own, it's like whatever happens to fall in there. But if there's people that really know how to shake them down, and I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. 6 years old, I got in trouble for doing the act on the street, trying to shake someone, get some money for ice cream. Well, and it was one of my mother's friends. She just got right back to my mother about it.
Open auditions for America's Least Talented. So open auditions for America's Least Talented. You got an act you want to do tonight, Matt? Happy day. I need $200 to replace my saxophone. The fourth one burgled in 2 years. That 2020 is just doing nothing
The
about.
guy that I was chasing down the street, I don't know who the fuck he is, what he does, but I see him every night. I'm out there. He's local. He lives downtown, whoever the fuck he is. And just, mind his own business.
And who cares? The NSA has been watching you with a satellite for at least 60 years. Okay, we have somebody sitting in on America's Least Talented. What's your act, sister?
Were you there for these girls? Did you come in where they already gone? These ladies,
Please, this is audition.
this one and this one
There's a live stream going on.
are
Well, I'm live.
Air Force wives.
Just canning it.
Their husbands are over in Qatar right now. And then the third one was just a pal of theirs.
This is a legitimate internet program called America's Least Talented. I'm Tommy Tudor. You want weed? Did you say something about weed? I'm not due for it. Well, I need it for an antipsychotic and a mood stabilizer. All I need is a man with a vagina. I'm good to go. See you guys. All right. Okay, now we have to not block the sidewalk. Absolutely need to not block the sidewalk. Nobody can block the
Switch to
path
bombs.
that's already almost too much because of that.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of
Wait
touring
just
happening
several
here.
hours to dawn. I got all this shit to
off.
go through and upload.
Perfect spot for you.
This
sister.
one's
Thank
super
you.
long.
Huh?
This one's super long.
It's
You're right.
the one you're in is 13 minutes
Yeah,
long.
let's check that one out.
The one I know you're in is longer. Let's find that one. This is the one right here. That's the one. Well, shit. Just open the bitch. Just fucking open it. Why are you copying it? To see. That's it's copying in. It's got to bring it into the player. It's got to bring it on the system disk. It won't play it just right off the phone. I know. There's not enough room on the cloud drive. I have to buy more room. That's why I wouldn't upload to the cloud drive. And I really shouldn't upload it to C. I should be uploading it to E. Oh shit, it's gonna take a while just to fucking load. Might as well, while it's doing that, I might as well take a look and see what's going on out there. Oh shit. No, I didn't know Joe. I never even heard of her really. Oh, that's sad. This fellow's interesting. He's a music educator. I met him. I was coming home from visiting my parents up north, and We both ended up
This
in
is
this
it.
in a layover,
We got-
changeover from Dallas
Hey, we
to
need
a
some
flight
dancing,
to
ladies.
Austin.
Ladies, can you step? You know, we got live music here for you to dance to.
Okay,
None of that can stuff.
looks like we got it up playing. Yep, there you go.
I think I'm gonna put
This
the
was
camera.
wonderful. This was
like,
really
somewhere
a wonderful
safer.
day. I think all we're gonna do is look at your ass too, because we're up with the camera. Surprisingly, they were able to hear a little guitar. That's
Oh, we're
good.
just pointed at the street, I guess.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's just look at the screen. You've been busting a long time. Do you usually play alone with bass? Or you jam with people?
I will play along. I do. Whenever I have to.
Huh?
I do if I have to, but I'm pretty good at like getting people around me to play with me.
Well, hell yeah, good bass player. Yeah, no
Even
trouble
when
finding people.
I have my guitar, I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, you play guitar too?
Yeah. What are we playing?
Huh? God, dude. You want definitely,
What is the?
huh?
Oh yeah.
Are you hip to Jocko?
Yeah, a little, not really, a little bit.
This is somebody you should definitely listen to. I heard a lot of, when you got the slapping on it, that shit Jocko used to do a lot. Yeah, this thing's gonna see. Go for all the guitar strings, just bam, right there.
How far along are we in this? Does it show you?
Huh?
Oh, you got this?
Excuse me?
Oh, you got this. I said, oh, you got this.
Well, you couldn't hear it anyway, so I don't know.
That was a great scene. That was one of the best street scenes I've been in many, many years. That was a really good scene. And our energy was just totally like opposite of what the general headspace was. You know, everybody's like real serious and sullen tonight. We were just having a good time. I need to mic that guitar.
So listen. It's Rage Against the Machine
Is that what you did?
mixed with Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd.
That was what you were laying out?
Listen.
I was playing to you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what you were laying down? For those that couldn't hear him, he said you hit the bass line he was playing was kind of a mix of Rage Against the Machine with Another Brick in the Wall. Yeah, see him coming by. Big boogie on that street, man. On the right kind of night, you know, when I got my horn case out, like in the tunnel, I'll get them as they come down. I'm getting them moving to my beat. By the time they come, they don't even slow down. They just reach in their pocket, grab the case. Sometimes $60 an hour is the best I've ever done down there.
What's happening?
Right down in Underpass. At that spot where we were, where we got you off that, when I can't get to Underpass, I put my stuff out on top of that box and then pray in front of it. And I pack it up if I'm not making $15 or $20 an hour and nobody's working. I just pack it up. It's more like 25, 30 on a decent night. And that's with just playing. All I gotta do is just keep playing. And people just I don't play anything. I just like running scales and chords and shit. Playing with the sound in the street. They just get a good heartbeat going. You know, nothing real fast. And they want it loud, but pumping on that. Just that kind of tempo. A nice walking pace. Nobody's in a big hurry. And open. You know, nobody gets real like taken in by you know, lots of notes in a short time kind of shit. They like what they were, that kind of, you know, like everybody's open talking to each other. Probably would have done a lot better tonight if I wasn't tripping my balls off. I gotta fix my scalp, man. This is too bald. I can't wear a wig. It's too hot. I passed much better though. I got hair. I'm gonna take the hat off. Now I'm not familiar with Rage Against the Machine, but I can hear another brick in the wall in there.
Yes, we had a guest appearance from a bass player who's like as yet unidentified. He was not born in the United States. I know that.
So,
Not
you
sure
sounded
exactly
like
where the
Irish or
English
something
accent
when
is
you
from.
first spoke. It's like, where the fuck was this guy from?
Let's tune into Mr. Bass here.
Oh, I love it, man. We can never get fucking Clem out. I mean, he can do all that. He's pretty good. I'll show you some Clem stuff.
Live chat, America's least talented.
But he's working 2 jobs, taking care of his old lady, and his hard, and they're way on the north side, so we hardly ever see him downtown. Man, it's too bad you're leaving because, like, one of the brothers just rented some studio space downtown, real studio. And this is all I got for a studio. You know, there's a mixer in the other room and a MIDI board. This is 2 channel. You plug it into the machine, that's like you got a giant board. Anything you can plug into the machine, just mix right in.
Yeah, so we're crazy people. And this guy,
So, you know, it's a virtual mixing board, virtual sound board, as big as you need.
But he hates it. Tell us about that.
It's like the USB.
Why?
Do you know anything about computers?
No, that. Oh, well, that's
150.
There's 2 kinds of
You plug 150
You have
of
the
these into
highly
one machine
intelligent
and can handle it.
pursuing infinite enlightenment, and then you have the hopelessly infantile
And
Q.
I got the studio
Paradigm
software,
for individual
so like,
education.
you know, it looks like a regular
Two
board.
completely different kinds of
You know, it looks like
You
you're
can
looking at a
tell by
regular
the smell
board, but
and the
it's
buzz
just a virtual
I don't
board.
believe in like I know you don't do.
Here, I'll show you some phlegm.
So, upload that on YouTube?
Hmm?
You'll upload that
Yeah.
to YouTube? Okay, cool. So you send me a link to it?
Oh yeah, you bet. Let's get you some phlegm. Show you our guy. This is Real Things, and my business is called Delta T Creations, and my associate is Ariana Sykes, who has what she calls a lo-fi experimental folk rock thing, where she's she's got a beatbox she works with. And she's way out there. It's good stuff though, but it's pretty. Her lyrics and she does a lot of screaming and shit. Oh, but it's cool. It's all good. It's all really good stuff. A lot of fun to play with her. You know, it's like you got to be transgender and understand like some of the creative impulses of transgender people. Ariana's music is strange, but it's it's accessible. It's understandable if you're paying attention. Now we gotta find one with phlegm on it. Okay, yeah, it's sonic basis. Which one's fun gonna be? Oh, Girl on the Hood. Okay. I'm on Mushroom Mortuary. We were up on Mount Bigelow with the flute and the saxophone and recorded some stuff, and she mixed it in. Let's find Girl in the Hood. And this is about a friend of hers. This is, this is a true song story, true story song. The percussion's all electronic. She plays a harmonium, guitar. I'm not sure what she's playing on this. And she's got something she calls a persophone. This is like this weird xylophone thing.
Her past, her head, to dance away the dust of the dead. Lavender fields have wilted and died with a forlorn baby on the other side, where children are taken from their mothers, repeating patterns on shattered mirrors, repeating patterns on shattered mirrors.
Are you hip to Jocko? Have you ever heard any of this stuff?
A little bit.
A little bit? Yeah, let me find something good for you then.
A double rainbow is an
Who's your main
eclipse.
influence playing bass?
Pray to
I
God
don't know. What about guitar?
she'll get out of this, out of the hole,
Who?
and into the
Oh,
wind,
well, okay.
waiting for the voices to sing again.
Like the Birds Rock, like the Alice in Chains, Artful Dead.
That's a big broad gap between Alice in Chains and kind of eclectic.
Conjured into each other, she disappeared into the ether. They locked her away. Oh, she was like the sister. We carved our wings into each other. She disappeared into the ether. They knocked her away. Girl in a hood walked down the road. The outside world, so strange and cold. Cataclysm must have taken hold. As it should, the world unfolds. As it should,
Alright, too much shit open.
Weird.
This is the one. This is my favorite. This one. Play this one. Yeah, that's a harmonium. This is playing, it's like a piano accordion thing. Now, where the fuck did you load this? Where's it gonna be? Shit.
Thanks, man.
Don't think me I'm innocent. I swear I'm just following orders. I'm glad I could be of service. I really, that was one of the best scenes on the street I've been in 30 years. Now where the fuck is it though? Shit. What am I even looking for?
This is it. We got guard. Hey, we need some dancing with.
Where the fuck is it? We need to get rid of that shit. Well, do we roll a joint? Do we have enough to roll a couple of joints? Yeah, good. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm breaking the law now. Fucking idiots. Let's see what's up with her. I'm not familiar with Joe Mapes. And you were on my mind. That wasn't her song. What was her song? Singer-songwriter Joe Mapes was an influential queen of the folk music scene who performed at Chicago's Gate of Horn, the Playboy Club in Port Richards, as well as clubs in San Francisco and Greenwich Village and at Carnegie Hall. She was 86, and she must have been popular in the late 50s, early 60s. She was a very much original. She was bohemian and beatnik, said her daughter Hillary Mapes Levine. She was very much an original and someone who influenced others who came along and did better in terms of industry and popular acclaim, said Jimmy Tomasello, a manager of the guitar program at the Old Town School of Folk Music. A native of Chicago, Miss Mapes was a former roommate of Mary Travers of Peter, Paul, and Mary and wrote Come On In, a song covered by the Monkees in the association Come and Open Your Eyes, performed by Skanky and Argane. In the early 1960s, she and her guitar were featured on bills with stars including Tommy Makem and the Clancy Brothers and comics Bill Cosby and Dick Gregory. She appeared on TV's Hootenanny with Johnny Cash and Woody Allen. She's included on the record Midnight Hoot with Miriam Makeba. Her friends included singers Rob Gibson, Odetta, Richie Havens, and Harry Chapin, as well as Shel Silverstein, author of the classic children's book The Giving Tree, and a composer of hit songs, including Cash's A Boy Named Sue. I never realized that was Shel Silverstein's song. Longtime Deerfield resident Miss Mapes died Friday at 86 at the Brentwood Health Care Center in Riverwoods, according to her another daughter, Mimi Mapes McCloy. She'd been ill for a while. She said despite macular degeneration, she was on Facebook for a while, and that brought her a lot of joy because her fans found her. She was really a pioneer in terms of women folk singers, said Eddie Holstein, the singer-songwriter and mainstay of the Chicago folk scene, who with his brothers operated the Lincoln Avenue Club. Holsteins. Boy, this is before my time. Totally before my time. I was just a baby. I wasn't even born when, well, I was just a baby when she was like in her prime. Just before the folk music thing broke out, about 1957, when I was 3 years old, in 58 with the Kingston Trio. And what was unique about her was she was a really good guitar player and singer, a great entertainer, and just drop dead gorgeous. She was like Marilyn Monroe with a guitar. Miss Mapes worked at the Gate of Horn, which was that's Chicago and State, one of the first folk music clubs in the country. There was a Gate of Horn up on the north side on Broadway near Briar, which is where Lenny Bruce and George Carlin got busted for obscenity. Actually, George Carlin didn't get busted for obscenity. He just kind of got rounded up with everybody else. It was Lenny Bruce got busted for saying fuck or something on stage. It's right around the corner from where my parents lived, my grandmother. Born Joanna Shanus in Chicago, she was raised on the north side by her grandmother, Rose Shanus, said Levine. Later, they moved to California. In the mid-1960s, she married and settled in Chicago, Levine said. She taught at the Old Town School of Folk Music. Roughly 30 years later, she would perform with Bonnie Colac, Fred Holstein, and Corky Siegel at a celebration of the school. My brother was involved with that when he was a teenager. It was the Old Town School of Folk Music. He was taking classes there. And they had a band they called the Sons of Freedom. Him and his two buddies, one of them on banjo and the other on a guitar, and my brother had a guitar, and they sang all the Kingston Trio shit. 1974, she played what was billed as the first National Women's Music Festival at the University of Illinois as Urbana Champaign, along with LaBelle and Janis Ian. This is 1974. I'm just getting out of high school, and we're on that scene. We're going to see shows at Second City and at Earl Old Town and the Gate of Horn and oh god, all those places up. Oh shit, wasn't I don't even remember the names of half of them. Just all up Lincoln Avenue from the way Chicago, the Loop. You got the Loop, and then coming up north, you come out State Street and you're in the Rush Street. This is like the Gold Coast Entertainment District, and then you get into Old Town, and then you come up Lincoln Avenue. Now you're into Lakeview and Newtown, what they call Newtown Wrigleyville now, and just all up Clark Street and up Broadway. Just kept Broadway, Lincoln, Clark, and then just all kind of clubs scattered in through there. More blues than folk, I think. Um, folk was there, more blues and rock. Jimi Hendrix and all them people, Janis Joplin and Doors and shit. They played at the Connect Playground up on Clark Street back in the late 60s. Later in life, she reinvented herself as an entertainment writer for the Chicago Sun-Times, for which she interviewed B.B. King and Bette Midler, said Levine. She also worked as a copywriter at J. Walter Thompson. The one we lived off for 13 years was a Raisin Bran commercial, Levine said. Miss Mapes wrote it and sang the part of the Sun. In a 1987 interview with the Sun-Times, Mapes said she didn't own the rights to any of the 8 records she recorded for the Cap, Reprise, and FM labels in the 1960s. I hate them, she said. I'm on albums I didn't even know existed. I was a regular on the show called Hootenanny, and when that became famous, they took outtakes right off the floor and made Hootenanny albums. Asked if she had any regrets, she said Jack Holden of Elektra Records wanted to sign me as their new girl singer. I said I'd sign only if I could do my material. He said no. Instead, he hired Judy Collins, whose first hit was Someday Soon, a song I had taught her. They took my arrangement and everything. The thing that made it more difficult for me is that I was the only young woman singer at the time who was supporting 3 children. Judy didn't have any children. Joan Baez didn't have any children. I was trying to combine a career with supporting 3 kids. I missed some things because of that. And I found out about this. She was a friend, or her daughter, I guess, is a friend of Patrick Tamillos, and he told me that she'd passed on. Her 4 marriages ended in divorce. This happens to talented people. In addition to her daughters, Miss Mapes is also survived by her son, Michael David Mapes, 4 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild. Arrangements are pending. So they don't even know what she's going to do, what they're going to do with her remains. Let's listen to some Joe Mapes.
A young singer, a folk singer from out in San Francisco, California, Mr. Joe Mapes.
Mr. Oops.
This is not my night. Mr. Joe Mapes.
I'm sorry.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a very beautiful redheaded girl, no matter what the weather is doing to you tonight. And she's from where, San Francisco?
Chicago, actually, but I think San Francisco. I love it.
For Chicago. That could be a very funny joke, you know. Somebody could be very modest and say, well, I come from San Francisco, but I play so badly. I say I come from Chicago. So I don't hurt the city. I'll let it go. Let it go. Now, it says here, Honey, that you've been interested in social service work, huh? And that's how you got interested and started to play this instrument. How come?
Well, when I was much younger, I wanted to work with children, and I started working with them on a voluntary basis when I was about 16. I didn't have enough education, college education, since I was in folk music. It didn't seem like I'd ever get it. But when I started in folk music, I realized here is a fine chance to work with children, you know?
I see.
So I've worked with educational groups, and with retarded children, and with the Board of Education in Berkeley. It's marvelous because you see a folk song, these children, 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and they react, you know, they dance to it, and some of them draw to the music.
And so what you've done then is got a lot of practical experience for yourself while you were helping all these youngsters, and then what, a couple of years branched out as a professional performer, huh? All right, wonderful. So still a newcomer to the East Coast.
Okay, enough of this shit. Let's hear her play.
On the West
Come on.
Coast, right? Well,
Oh, here we go. There it is.
And to hear you sing. So it's
As I strolled in one evening, was in a small cafe. A 40-year-old waitress to me these words to say. I see that you are a logger, and not just a common bum. For nobody but a logger stirs coffee with his thumb. And my lover, he was a logger. There's none like him today. If you told to be honest, he would eat a bale of hay. And he never shaved with dirt. jump off of his party high. He would pound them and with a hammer, and he'd bite them off inside. And my lover he left, and he kissed me so hard that he broke my jaw. And I couldn't speak to tell him he had forgotten his mackinaw. Roads clear down to China, roads to the stars above, at 1,000 degrees below zero, it grows my lover love. And so I lost my lover, and to this cafe I've come, and I'm waiting until someone stirs his coffee with his thumb.
Premiere. And this one's already an hour and a half long, or almost 2 hours long. Namaste, motherfuckers. I'm having way too much fun. Fuck you. And of course, they have an internet connection you're already on. I should go while we're waiting for this shit. Go take a look and see what the idiots are screaming about now. The Kiwi farmers were just lost 35 years ago. Just convinced that they need to convince the world that I'm a pedophile. Because I admit to having sex with a minor almost. And it's almost having sex. I mean, we did some hugging and kissing, and that's it. And the girl had been on her own since she was 9 years old. But these wage slave people that, fear conditioned people don't understand that. They're programmed with the letter of the law. Okay, let's see which ones these are. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this one's only a minute long.
And that's your friends. And I'm hoping you guys will like pass this card along. Half of this is available just for the first $50,000 that shows up in my bank account. Well, I said just a joint account. Where's my friend?
Oh, baby.
support your friends. And I'm hoping you guys will like pass this card along. Half of this is available just for the first $50,000 that shows up in my bank account. Well, I said it's a joint account. Where's my friend? You seem to be coherent. Half of what I own, 49% of what I own, belongs to the first $50,000 to show up in a joint checking account that belongs to myself and Ariana's site. Okay. Now can I get your attention? Again, did you follow what I was saying? Did you follow what I was saying through all that? What was that, some sexist shit trying to pick up on you? No. Her husband's like 5,000 miles from here. 8,000.
Oh my God!
The husband is in Qatar working on. The husband is in Qatar and fucking racing on F-16s in Qatar right now. Looks like somebody from the base knows you. Somebody was like getting a little too forward.
Okay, that's that one. How about that? That was an interesting scene. The Air Force wives and their girlfriend. 2 Air Force wives and their girlfriend come and sat and played with us for a while. It was honestly, I have not been in the scene like that since the late 80s in Venice Beach. Nothing I ever did anywhere else around the country with anybody could match the kind of shit that went down around Street Smart on Venice Beach. With so much music, so much different music. There'd be 10, 15 people sitting in, and some of them were famous sometimes. Cats like Jesse Ed Davis played with them a lot. John Trudell, Ray Manzarek from the Doors, keyboard player, lived right in the neighborhood. Gene Simmons had come out without his makeup on. Nobody knew who the fuck he was in the early 80s. Except the people who were playing with him. It was a lot of fun. Great scene, you know, people hanging out, just doing whatever. The boardwalk there. And Petey's still at it with his kid wasn't even born when I left, and he's still out there. His son's playing bass for him. Okay. That once we're going to have private. Which one's this? It's probably not ready yet. It's not uploaded yet. Okay, let's see what the idiots are about right now while we're waiting for that shit. Let's see what else is in the notifications. Yeah, this is an incredible thread. Here's a fellow. I had to block this guy. It was just too much. He was just too much. He's just rude and argued with insults and jingoisms. Typical Zionist shit. Do you support Israel? In other words, do you support invasions made by a terrorist organization? I don't, because besides the invasion being illegal, all the justifications for it, yes, some people tried to justify invasion, are irrational. Well, who's invading who? I just know. This one guy's trying to stand up for Israel with all of just ridiculous Palestinians don't exist arguments and all that happy shit. And being rude. You know, just calling names and then accusing people of being rude to him. I'd block him. It's just, you know, because there's like, here's this one cat that asked the question. So according to your logic, killing invaders is terrorism, but invading and killing people is not terrorism. Also, here we go with the democracy nonsense. Why there has to be a democratic state in the Middle East to begin with. How low can someone's intelligence be to support invasion just so the invaders can establish a democratic state? Isn't enforcing people to live the way you live undemocratic, which shows how contradicted you are and those who use that kind of nonsense are? Whether you think their prophet is fake or not is irrelevant. Let people live the way they want in their land and stop interfering. What Jewish inhabitants? They're immigrants. Well, they're not all immigrants. There's always been Jews that lived there, and there's always been Jews that have come and gone from there. It is our homeland. It's where we were born, and you can't take that away from us. But Jews who know better know that we're not supposed to be doing what Israel's doing, man. That's the bottom line. Before the Holocaust, the Zionists were considered lunatic fringe. The Orthodox are totally like, no, we're not going to do that. You can't do that. The Messiah's not here. Shut the fuck up. Was what the Orthodox were saying all straight along from the 1880s on. Is we can't do that. I mean, we can go live there, but we cannot take it over. It is where it's at with the Jews who are obeying Hebrew law, is that we were forbidden to return en masse and establish a Jewish government to the, you know, exclusively Jewish government. That's concentricity and all that happy shit. Now, why is this? Ha! Google was listening to me. All of a sudden, Google just, here's what Google just searched. Is that we were forbidden to return en masse and. For some reason, Google heard that and gave me a bunch of shit back. Well, here's the Wikipedia, and you know, this is the Wikipedia on Zionism. This should be interesting because the wiki is like totally biased when it comes to Zionist shit. And for one thing, Herzl is like just the figurehead. The whole thing is Rothschild and them. It's the Khazarian Mafia is what Zionism is. So here's what's the wiki saying, and it starts with a picture of Herzl with his Judenstaat. It's like he's an atheist racist. What the fuck is going on here? I can't read this on who the hell else is that? That looks like Trotsky or somebody. Ahad Aham. I can't read this on here. This is ridiculous. Let's just get out of here. Just put that away. What am I even doing? I'm looking for shit in the phone. I don't even need the phone. I'm looking at the phone through the computer. And I don't need to be reading that shit. It's like, the dude called for the moderator because nobody was taking his shit, and I certainly wasn't taking his shit. And, you know, I just blocked him. So, everybody's like going at him. This mask guy's been all over his shit, and then there was a Chris Rice guy, Christoph James, I don't know. Yeah, here's. So here's this Christoph James. This is I was, he threatened me. Here's the moderator comes in, tagging me in this Armand Van King. I think neither one of you are emotionally mature enough to discuss this topic, and if you keep it up like this, I'm just going to ban you both and be done with it. Neither one of you are presenting any more than insults and opinions from the quick scan I've done in the debate here. What is your end goal? Well, I think Israel. Well, here it is, 4 o'clock. And yeah, I was tripping balls tonight. That's some good shit. Family shit, totally family shit. The sister had been following me for years and finally introduced herself. Or I introduced myself to her, and she admitted she'd been following me for years or something. Sweet young sister, not all that young either. She's like in her mid-30s. But anyway, here back to this. So here's this Chris Rice character thinks, well, I think Israel be a country. I do not agree that trying to keep Palestine from becoming a country, I can't back that. I'm not sure what he's meaning, but he was having a problem with this Armand Von King too. Everybody was. And my response to the moderator was, read the thread more thoroughly, please. Threaten me and I just leave your fiefdom. Your loss, not mine. I'm a gonzo journalist with a following and really don't need to be mixing it up with true believers spouting Zionist propaganda, accusing me of trolling him while he dismisses every one of my assertions with ad hominem slurs and strawmen. Like another Lochenmann cop, I need to be interacting with tools like that, man. I've already blocked him. I'm a Kohen and was one of the last students of Louis Binstock, a prominent anti-Zionist reform rabbi. I'm a backer of the Federation of Israel and Palestine and supporter of Rafi Gassel as its first president. So there. Ban me if you need to. I don't give a shit. Christoph James, are you saying that you support imperial... Oh, here, what was Christoph said? Where the fuck was this? This was like ridiculous. I don't remember where that was. Boy, I laid out a bunch of shit, and all he did was call bullshit and scream at me. So I finally blocked him. So this Christoph James is talking about, I couldn't find it, something about political shit, having their political shit together, not enough. Are you saying that you support imperialist colonialism and the subjugation of indigenous nations who don't have their political shit together enough to defend themselves militarily against the superior colonizing force? Are you familiar with General Smedley Butler's speech, War is a Racket? Look at the statistics in the 100 years since the Balfour Declaration. There have been fewer than 100,000 people killed and not many more than 100K injured, and I gave a reference to the JVL. Follow the money back on 100 years of low-intensity warfare with some really big shoots between them and now. Then and now, and throughout the region, over the lines in the sand the Brits drew carving up the Ottoman Empire and who they handed the keys to when they did it, especially what they did to fucking Palestine. They handed it off to them Hashemites, you know. Bedouins are getting, all the migratory people get fucked hard, and some of them were Jews. You know, 5% of the population's always been Jewish, at least, something like that. And in Jerusalem, it was usually higher because that's where the Jews tried to live. Then follow the money back from 1776 and the creation of the perpetual war machine the multinational industrialist banker gangsters have built here, and you'll find the Morgan and Rothschild dynasties along with the Bank of England and the Vatican Bank at the heart of all of it. The paper trail's right there at the www.loc.gov as plain as day. Keep following it back and you see the people that Buckminster Fuller labeled the great pirates who have been playing both ends from the middle since antiquity. War never profits anybody but the people who manufacture the shit everybody kills each other with. Post that. Bam. Yep. Live life, loving, living. No time to hate. I got no time for hate. Let's see what the haters are doing. I got no time for hate. And we're already 2 hours into it, so this is a good time for it. Fuck you. Namaste, motherfuckers. I'm winding down, getting calmed down enough from a really good dose. Says here's two. Well, I didn't have anybody to share it with, so I ate them both. Okay, rare groove, soul punk, and R&B. Cool. Thanks for accepting me. Yeah. I'm Tommy Tudor. This channel is mostly black folk, rare groove, soul, funk, R&B, and jazz. Well, we're not many white folk on this page. That's cool. That's all good music. Gil Scott Heron, he's excellent. I don't even know what this one is. He's an important player. Ugh. That's my old stomping grounds. Shit, that's. Oh, maybe that's the south side.
See that black boy over there running scared. This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. He ain't done gone off damn near everything. This old woman, everything gon' bother him. And don't you think it's a crime when time after time after time people in the bottom, there's people living in the bottom. Listen to me. See that sister, she was crying. She's finally thinking my house is bottom. She told me, oh man, committed a crime. She's doing time. Now she's thinking the bottom. I seen her out there on the avenue all by herself. Sure need help from the bottom. I seen her. It's a bad time to help her. She cussed him and they hit him in the bottom. They swear to me, they have to kill me. Don't you think it's a crime? The time after time after time, people in the bottom. There's people showing up at the bottom. Another good example. You see that jet that I'm gonna shoot down. That damn near blown is to the bottom. Because doctor helping young girls along. If they went so far, go down bottom. But the senders of the dollar eagle said, what's doing man and eagle? Now he's at the bottom. And now we watch him every day. Trying to take minutes away from the bottom. He's there to me, he's looking me now. Don't you think it's a crime? The way time after time, brother man in the bottom. If people showing up at the bottom. Come on, hit the lick one time, stay. If you ever come looking for me, you know where I'm bound to be in the bottom. Turn around, look around on any corner. If you see some brother looking like a goner, it's gonna be me. Sing the song. Na 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 na
It's all old school stuff too. This is some old Stevie Wonder here, signed, sealed, and delivered. This is his Motown. Old school hip hop. Okay. Let's close some of this shit down. We don't need this open right now. We don't need this open right now. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so now they've now they've declared my posting. You know, get in my face is about dealing with this guy trolling me, calling me a troll, arguing with ad-oms and straw men. Here's what I wrote. The question is, can Zionism and the occupation of Palestine be legitimately equated with fascism and what the Germans did in Europe to the Jews prior to the commencement of their final solution? There are a growing number of high-ranking Israelis and officials around the world making the comparison in recent years, including the President of Israel, Reuven Rivlin. The late Dr. Louis Binstock, Rabbi Emeritus of Temple Sholem in Chicago, was one of the UAHC, now URJ, rabbis who joined Elmer Berger in protest of the CCAR's endorsement of a Jewish army in Palestine to charter the ACJ in 1942, the American Congress of, what is it? American Congress, American Council for Judaism. And basically the Reform Jews who just were opposed to militant nationalism. And weren't really like standing on the halakhic grounds that the Neturei Karta stand on. You know, call me anti-Semite all you like. I'm just sticking to what I was taught was the real truth about Jews, Judaism, and all that other happy shit. We weren't supposed to do what we're doing in Palestine, period. It's okay for us to live there, but it's not okay for us to rule it. So anyway, Dr. Binstock taught that Israel was a person, not a place, and that the land originally called Canaan and called Palestine for the past 2,000 years was never exclusively for the Jews, but all the Abrahamic people, and the Jews were forbidden after the destruction of the Second Temple to return en masse to form a Jewish government. He felt that if the Gentiles in Israel did not have equal rights and the state couldn't peacefully coexist with its neighbors, it couldn't rightfully call itself Jewish. It can be clearly demonstrated that the State of Israel is the result of a colonial project begun by the Rothschild banking dynasty in the 1880s, and that Zionism is chauvinistic, national, socialist political ideology that actually collaborated with the Germans in an attempt to create a technologically advanced, racially pure state that would, in partnership with Germany, dominate the world, also racially pure, technologically advanced state, would dominate the world economy. And for a reference there, I give Lenny Brenner's 51 Documents. So instead, the industrial fascists faked losing World War II and turned the U.S. and into Israel into those two racially pure, technologically advanced states that would dominate the world economy. See Operation Paperclip, which was the Henry Kissinger game. Him and Wild Bill Donovan and Bill Casey. Bill Casey kind of died strangely out fishing one day, right when some shit was gonna blow loose on Contragate or something. Anyway, it can be pretty clearly demonstrated that the State of Israel is a colonial project that was begun by the Rothschild banking dynasty in the 1880s, and that Zionism is, oh yeah, I said that. So let's say, from my perspective, having grown up with children of survivors and watching hundreds of hours of true life horror films, now watching the news closely since the IDF rained white phosphorus on civilians in Operation Cast Lead, and I think that was 2009, there appear to be aspects of the occupation that are worse than what the Germans did prior to the commencement of wholesale slaughter. I definitely don't recall the German civilians being so brutal toward the Jews as the settlers are toward the Palestinians. They certainly weren't burning down the olive groves. I also don't think I ever saw the German soldiers gloating over their kills the way some IDF do with T-shirt slogans like "One shot, 2 kills" on a picture of a pregnant Palestinian woman in crosshairs. I know that Zionist supporters will often reject the opinions of authors like Lenny Brenner and Richard Silverstein out of hand, This is an ad hominem argument if you don't accompany it with some sort of refutation of those opinions. I took everything else you asked. So here, before we could debate the question, will you condense your post so that members can read and comment more easily? I don't see what I could possibly do to condense this post. Can you suggest an edit, please? The post meets CG, I don't know what that means, CG minus. You ask a question, state your position, give your reasoning. It doesn't need to reference the Jerusalem Post, which I removed, or your personal rabbi, which I removed. No. This is, Dr. Louis Binstock wasn't just my personal rabbi. That's the bottom line there. He and Elmer Berger and a bunch of others stood against Israel, the creation of the State of Israel in 1942. For 6 years before it even went down. Still in the middle of the war. Didn't know that there's 6 million people were actually, it was more like 8 million people that got killed. Just for being Jewish. Yeah, it says, doesn't need the last 2 paragraphs from this is my first post or and reference if you want to post, I'll release it to the site. I can trim those things, but Dr. Binstock and Elmer Berger's positions are the ones that the Zionist propaganda machine would rather not see. If I mask the personal relationship to Dr. Binstock, can I let it stand? It's the heart of my own arguments. So here comes this Armand von Kink idiot. Posting hateful rhetoric is not evidence, nor does it allow for a meaningful debate. I must protest that the moderators keep tolerating such garbage ever since the owner abandoned this community. Whoever the fuck Marielle was. I'm probably going to have to look into this. He's calling to Marielle. Joe Betzel comes in. We aren't in the business of censoring people. I suggest you point out the flaws in the argument instead of petitioning us to remove the topic. I replied to this post while I was in spam, asking for it to be edited. It wasn't edited, it's being removed. And to her, I said, I removed almost everything you suggested. Didn't make the personal relationship between myself and Dr. Binstock so obvious. But his viewpoints are the foundations of my arguments against the Zionist state, so that remained. So as I pointed out in the other thread, this individual whose name seems to be contrived attacked me in I'm a gonzo journalist with a fair-sized following who's just moving over here from Facebook. I'm also a supporter of the Federation of Israel and Palestine, backing Kamal Nawash, Rafi Gassel, and Yehudi Schwartz effort to get that proposal on the negotiating table. I don't have the time or desire to be locked in a plain war with a troll calling me a troll. How long will we be talking to the camera now? Uh-oh. Did we cut it off? What's going on here? Hello? Is the camera still running? Hello? Fuck. I better shut some shit down on the browser. Yeah, it's 3 hours of this shit. Namaste, motherfuckers. You notice I haven't even gotten to the I'm not gonna either. Eat me. Eat me. All of you. Any one of you. How many of you are actually watching this? Like, you know, let's see what we got. Let me think of the ones that are like really into this, like Big Todd, Lurker X, Chongo. I mean, who's really listening to these 3 hour long ones? and you know, don't you have anything better to do? Fucking idiots. Are you getting paid for this? If you aren't, you're fucking insane. Seriously. Let's see, Bojangles, that fucking fake Russian idiot, Sneasel, Master Disaster, that fucking airhead Milwaukee, what the fuck his name is. Oh, Man of Floss. Here, floss this, pal. Sit on it. Spin. Who else? Who's like really into this? What the fuck? A feline dark mage. Fucking twat. This is one that calls themselves transgender, because there's no way to know. These people are pathological liars. You have no idea what's the truth and what's not until you actually like fucking get their docs and verify it, which usually isn't very hard. When I had a Sneasel idiot's phone number, and Chimburger too, Chimp Bungler. That's the one that started the thread. That's fucking fetishist, man. He's out there looking for people with gender dysphoria. They ran him out of Portland, from what I understand. He was so fucking weird, chaser asshole. I don't know what's going on with the Portland folks anyway, because I don't know. There's something about book burnings and shit all up through there, from Portland to Vancouver. I had to cut off this one woman in Vancouver. She was so fucking turfy. It's like, no, baby, go away. I can't handle that shit anymore. And you're not doing any business for me, so bye. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to get to them sites tonight. It's just 4:47, and Ari's going to be here by 9. I want to lay down for a few hours. Get back landed. Oh, baby. Yeah, so yeah, all sorts of illegal shit going on tonight, boys. I was walking down the street talking to this one sister, paying no attention to anything else but the sister, right? And we walked straight across where we were supposed to wait for a light, and walked right into Corporal Payne, and I don't know who the fuck that other one was. He was a lieutenant or something. And then, Tommy dear, you have to wait for the light. And I just started to trip balls. I really, really, you know, a small world coming together. Because there's really, we talked about it. I don't know if we got it on film, me and Mikey. It's all about, you know, you either got the message of the golden rule or you didn't. Plain and simple. You're either doing the best you can to uphold it, or you don't give a fuck and you're going by what your ego is demanding that you do. And you know, some people try to be righteous, like that character, the attorney at Cora. I should call him at his office and tell him what happened. I just totally got banned there because of gang reporting, and no human was involved, and I know of. And they certainly weren't specific about what I'd actually done. You know, at least Facebook tells me exactly what the fuck I did. Which is usually bullshit. And they let people get away with all sorts of crap on me. You know, I can't say anything. I can't even call Gary Stubbs a mean old man without getting blocked for a month. Tell me that there's like anything fair going on there. When he can jump up and call me a pedophile and a rapist, tell lying, fuck. Yeah, master.
Hello? Where's the browser? Come in, please. There we go. Yeah, this is just fucking ridiculous. Typical shit. Someone's a little beep them.
Oh, let's close this shit down. Let's just get this fucking shit closed down. Too much shit open. Whole fucking machine's bogging down. Let's just close the whole fucking browser. Hello. I had a wonderful night tonight. I had so much fun, and new friends from out of town, and Cat on the floor is really a good bass player, really fine bass player. We had a great time tonight with that. Matt, that little midget guitar. Everybody's tripping their asses off too. And we ran that punk off. I should say, oh, that fucking little monster. We come up in the tunnel. We're gonna go and take over the tunnel, and the wanker is down in the middle of it. And this kid's from out, some other neighborhood. He's like way out east or something. Is where he's living. And let's get all this shit closed down. This is sucking too much resource. Yeah, just close that shit. Bye. Just close it. Stop fucking complaining. Just close it. Yeah, just kill it. Goodbye. Kill. Kill. I want to say kill. Kill. Just end task. Just kill it. Just, I don't give a fuck if it's not responding. Just kill the bitch. Yeah, Windows is looking for a solution. You got too many fucking cookies in my internet file folders. Well, temporary file folder is what it is. Let's clear that. Com surrogate isn't responding. Yeah, just too busy talking to Microsoft's computers, checking a registry every fucking microsecond. I'm gonna report home to mama. What the fuck? Come on. Let's just shut down this stinking browser. That just sucks. Everything just sucks. I'm trying to, yeah, fuck it, fuck you. I'm trying to move videos from the camera onto from the camera to YouTube, and it's got to go through the computer first. So like, fuck the internet right now. Everything. No, just kill that motherfucking Chrome. Let's get that resource sucking piece of shit closed down. I don't need two control panels open. Yo. Google Chrome isn't responding. Windows checking for solution. Yeah, well, shut the fuck up already, and I'm gonna clear that. I'm gonna clear the internet. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, close that fucking thing down. Get it out of my computer. Shut up. Shut it off. Internet is not welcome right now.
Do I need to disconnect? I'm even getting lagged. This thing's lagging just on the camera right here. It's not even, they have to go out of the room. It's still lagging.
Okay, we're down just good. Now, where's the fucking desktop? Shit. Hello. Shit. Where'd the fucking desktop go? I just took everything away. Completely away. Where the fuck is everything? Camera. Task manager. Where's the fucking control panel? Oh, I closed that too. Okay, well here's my start menu. Shit. Okay. Let's get that control panel open and clear the caches. I want to go lay down. This is on the internet eats you. I mean, I got too distracted into the discussion, and I really need to be moving images around. I don't even know what the fuck all is in the camera yet. From today. Oh yes, I do. Probably 100 photos. I didn't record anything at the 420 show. I was taking pictures all day. Boing, boing. Delete. Delete. Empty the trash too while you're at it. You get a lot of trash when you're moving videos and photos around. Just multiple copies of shit you gotta dump. And until you empty the trash, it's still sitting in there on your fucking hard drive. Okay, we can like expand that again, I guess, and we can minimize that. No, we're gonna minimize it. Put it away. Okay, where are we? Running camera, nothing open. Cleared caches. Empty recycle bin. That's been done, it looks like, recently. I haven't put anything in there lately since I cleaned it last time. Okay. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. Copying that before she deletes it. Yeah, this is Google Plus community is either gonna restore pages. Yeah, sure, go ahead. We know it didn't shut down correctly. I had to shut it down, fucking idiots. Okay, where do we got here? Welcome to Google Plus communities. Okay. Oh no, we closed that. Close that. Close that. Close that. We don't need that either. That we need. That's still uploading. Fuck. Did I unplug the phone? No. Let me kill that. And kill that. Okay, now we're down to YouTube. And I never did play the Jaco. And this is my favorite Jaco Pastorius tune.
With type 2 diabetes, a lower A1C is a lot about choices, but
Oh. What happened here? Okay, something failed. Okay, I think 3.5 hours of this shit went only mentioning the idiots without actually reading any of the crap that just said today. I don't even want to look at it. It gave me a headache worse than I got. I'm gonna go lay down. It's like, you're gonna lose the game. Get in my face. It's instant over.